listen to that sound. What can that be? Upper V, Codger Biker here, and my boy will be over the sea on a plane at this time, 2:30. So I'm always trying to make the bike look a little bit more visible. This bike's quite small, although it's got a very nice bright LED on it. Still, you can always improve things, or at least try to. I know people will always pull out no matter what, but anyway, I've put some what were called dragon eyes on this one. I'll show you them in a minute, and then I'll show you what I did. It was simple enough, but again, this is not a how-to, it's just a what I did. Let's have another look. Look at that. So all my lights are on. Dipped headlight, dragon eyes, and hazards. So I do find that nothing ever comes out on the camera as bright as it is in real life, and they're not super bright, but they are brighter than the headlight depending on the angle, so you never know, somebody might just spot them. Not the hazards, my dragon eyes. I did buy some time ago these little LED lights off eBay, I think. I'll try and find the link. God knows where they came from, probably China. Anyway, they had a bit of a hole here, so I filled that with JB Weld to stop any water getting in, and then left them. It was an idea I had. And I also bought, long ago, some Oxford fork mounts for indicators. So I thought, well, I never use these. I thought, well, I could incorporate those with these little LEDs and then make some auxiliary lights, or what would you call them, daytime running lights, just to make myself a bit more visible in the city, and fit them either side of the fork legs using these. So what they've come up with is just a M6 bolt through there instead. Okay, well, there's a mock-up. So they need to be angled down a bit. I'm happy with this side, it's pretty secure. That side I'm not sure about, so need to think about how to stop that from sliding down. Can't slide down on this side because it's got a bracket there. So I wasn't happy that I could get this tight enough to hold, so I'm going to try putting them inside the mudguard. It's only plastic. Loosened off the back, moved the front ones. Not quite as good, because I would have liked them spaced out further, but needs must and all that. So, okay. Time to remove the front of the headlight. One, two, okay. So I believe, if I'm correct, that this is the accessory socket, which seems to be full of grease. Surprise, surprise. So I'm going to clean that out first. Clean away the goo. I'm being a bit over finicky, there's no need to clean it out that much. Just the relays, I mean, the tiny amount of current that's going to be provided, it really isn't going to make any difference whether it's got grease on it or not. Alright, well, looking at my adapter, and I'm using that just as a reference, I don't want to put it in, the red wire is at the top as you look at it, with a clip there, so that's positive. Now it doesn't really matter on this because they're diodes, so they won't work if it's the wrong way around. I should check that with the multimeter really, but I'm pretty confident that I've bought these connectors from these people before and they know what they're doing. So I think I can go ahead and just say, if I use that, it should be okay. And even if it isn't, it'd be annoying, but I'm only using diodes, so it won't affect anything on this occasion. And these plugs and splitters came from JF Bozeman Limited on eBay. I've no affiliation, but I have used them before. You'll find them on eBay, and I think that's the same. JFB Spares. Let's just turn that on and see what they look like. So this is just the wires just pushed in, just for test purposes. How are we doing? There we go. Oh, I heard the relay switch on, they're quite bright. Let's do that again. The relay doesn't seem to switch on straight away. You hear it. Ready? So, gauge, fuel pump. And then, you hear it? So they are very bright. Just a bit closer together than I would have liked, but for now they'll do until I can put some better ones on. I'd sooner have some. Okay, so it turns out that I have to use the extension because the plugs that are supplied don't match that end. The socket does, but not the splitter, so I have to use the ones that match that. So it doesn't matter, I'll cover that over with some tape, self-amalgamating tape, and I've got it for a future use, and it fits in okay. It won't be an issue. Okay, so red on the left as you look at it. That's that. So red on the left as I look at it. Okay, so again, left, red, red, left. Roll it over. Cube in, you know you want to, that's it. That'll be fine, just to protect it. The screen thing. Check for slack, plenty slack to sort out later. Headlight back. I won't fix it back properly yet. So, if I've wired that correctly, when I turn the key, we should have mini auxiliary lights. Ready? Wait for the relay. Click. Click. Whee! They are quite bright. I mean, I can't contrast them with a headlight because I've got to start the engine and I'm in the kitchen. Probably not going to go down while I ever do that. So I'll have to bend those a little bit down here. So these are called Dragon Eyes. Come from China, no doubt. Bought them on eBay years ago and never got around to using them. So what could be effective on this? As I say, I'll have to angle those so I'm not dazzling people, but it's just, you know, anything's better than nothing, isn't it? That's my thinking. So that's how I fitted the Dragon Eyes. My initial plan didn't go to form, so I adapted it, made it a bit simpler actually. I've every intention of putting some of those spotlights that are on my Honda video above. At some point I've got a set in the garage, rapidly becoming free. The longer they're in the garage, the less they've cost me, obviously. But I need an engine bar for those. In the meantime, as a proof of concept, everything seems to be working. When I fit the
slightly larger ones, I might incorporate a switch somewhere so they can be turned off at night. So I don't know if these will make much difference, but they were £3.99 plus some plugs and splitters, which I'll use for the other lights anyway. This is why you don't overtake on a blind corner. Can you see my spotlights, mister? So on that cautious note, bit of poo in the road, it's mud actually. Codge biker ears, out.